Linda Barcz from the Barcz Company is here taking your calls at 270-9933. That time of year again, Orchid Quest.
It is, and they just make sure that you notice that this is changing a new venue. It's free parking, and it's over at the Marriott West, and it's January 31st and February 1st. I think that's a different weekend also, so stop over, and that's where you can get a lot of your orchid questions. I think that they're growing in popularity. So
it's not this coming weekend, the weekend after.
That's correct, yes.
At the Marriott, not the Alliant.
That's right.
The big change. All right, and you got some right here.
I do have a couple of Phalaenopsis. I brought over really colorful ones. Well, you know, it's nice because these flowers, and see when you've got big fat buds like that, that plant will be blooming for at least a month.
Oh, they go longer than that.
Mm-hmm. It depends on how warm you have your home. And then, of course, primroses down in front, too, a little touch of spring. Lots of colors, so.
Yep, helps. All right, let's go to Rose in Wisconsin Dells. Hi, Rose.
Hi.
Hi, which question?
Yeah, I've got a dwarf apple tree. And last summer it had orange spots on the leaves. What causes that, and what do I do?
Okay, that is a leaf spot that is caused by the conditions that we have in any given year. Some years it's worse than others. Cool, wet weather causes that, and it's caused by a fungus. So what you would want to do is, if you are spraying your apple trees, you have to treat this preventively before you actually see the spots on there. So then there is a fungicide that you would spray to coat the leaves to keep them protected, and you would have to repeat it every 10 to 14 days.
Does it hurt the tree?
It does not hurt the tree so much, but it can also get on the fruit, and then it can be sort of a nuisance.
All right, let's go now to Pat in Janesville. Hi, Pat.
Hi.
Hi, which question?
My question is, I was given a cyclamen for Christmas, and it had no information with it, and I don't know how to take care of it.
Okay. Cyclamen, usually when they are flowering, they're very root bound, so they have to be watered quite frequently. You don't want them to sit in water, but just double check them, because when they're in bloom, that means that their roots are totally filling that pot up. And they like cooler conditions. They're going to do better. If it's too hot, they stop blooming. You'll have issues. And then it's a plant that you actually rest. I tried to save one from last year. I'm having some leaves that came back, but I'm not real excited about the prospect.
They're pretty much just a one-shot deal.
Maybe enjoy it and then move on.
All right, we'll go to Joan now in Columbus. Hi, Joan.
Hi.
Hi.
My question for Linda is, I received a plant from my mother and don't know how to take care of it. She's passed away, so I can't ask her. My best description of it is, it looks like blades of grass. They're green, and if you were to take each blade of grass, trace a little white line on the outside, and it kind of comes to a pointy peak at each one of the little blades that grows up. So I don't know what kind of plant it is.
Columbus, boy.
And I was wondering how to take care of it, how to water it, you know, once a week or.
Well, perhaps. Do you know what a spider plant looks like? Because that's by any chance.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like I said, it grows up in an individual, like a blade of grass. That's what they look like.
Yes, okay. And sometimes they're green and sometimes they're variegated. And spider plants are very easy to take care of because they have a real fibrous, or a root system that actually has storage units in the ground, so the soil, so that it doesn't dry out too much. Very easy. You can have it in brighter sun. You can have it in a shadier spot.
They grow everywhere.
Yes, they're pretty easy to grow.
Pretty easy. All right, Patsy in Sun Prairie. Hi, Patsy.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your question?
I have an orchid that it's already bloomed. It was blooming when I got it, and the blooms fell off, and it's blooming again now. But I have some of the original stems that have a little bud-looking thing on the end of it, and I was just wondering, is that going to be another bloom, or is that...
There's a good chance that it will. Those plants have enough reserve that they definitely come and they bloom twice, and you just continue with the watering and bright indirect light, and they're amazing plants. I really enjoy growing them.
And check out Orchid Quest. They're getting very popular.
I think they're popular, and there's going to be lots of people, besides actually lots and lots of plants. You'll have different talks and people that can answer questions, so.
They are pretty neat plants.
Yes.
All right, we're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Linda will talk to you off the air. We'll see you next week. And we'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.